Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of DIY Filmmaking. In the past couple episodes, I talked to you all about how to network with filmmakers on Facebook, as well as some good tips on how you can schedule out your shooting day. But a lot of this all leads into one similar discussion, and that's the realities of independent filmmaking in general. Now, a lot of people like to ask that are interested in getting into filmmaking whether or not they should go to film school. Well, that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about if you should go to film school and what they don't teach you if you do choose to go. So here's the thing. No higher level education institution wants to highlight how difficult it can be to break into the field that you study, especially one as difficult to get into as film and media production. Okay, now let me break the harsh news to you all. Your degree is mostly useless. In fact, most of the people that I work with on independent films haven't completed film school, let alone even attended a school to study media and film. I'm actually one of those few. Listen, when I was in school, I was handed opportunities on a silver platter. I mean, whether they wanted to help or not, I had lots of free help at my disposal because they had to help me for their grades as well as my own. In addition, there are tons of equipment, like really high-end professional level equipment that I was able to work with without having to buy it myself. And when I graduated, all of that disappeared. And when I graduated though, I thought that things would still be all sunshine and rainbows. Yeah, sure, realistically, would I be able to make a living making my own feature films? No, but I figured, I have this degree. Shouldn't be too hard to just get an entry-level job in video production and work my way up. Yeah, well, guess what? That really wasn't the case. Instead, I ended up networking with a bunch of, like-minded independent filmmakers who truthfully don't really make money off of this, and it's more of a hobby at this point than it is a career, and they're operating on shoestring budgets and just doing this because they love to make movies. But the truth is, you're still going to need to have a day job. And all your weekends are pretty much going to be consumed by working on these, independent films. And there's ways that you can get around this and do things on your own without ever having to go to film school. I mean, here's the thing. You can start off by just, watch videos on YouTube, like my channel, for instance, but not just my channel, but there's a lot of other good filmmaking channels too that you can watch to learn on your own and then make your own kind of crappy short films. I mean, they'll get better, of course, but they're going to start off crappy. You make your own movies, you work on other people's movies. That's how you learn filmmaking without, spending 4 years in school getting yourself into debt. The biggest takeaway from all of my ramblings is this. If you want to get into independent filmmaking, you can't be doing this for the fame. You can't be doing it for money because most people don't end up there. Most people don't get that successful. Yeah, there are plenty of successful filmmakers or people that work within the film industry that make this a living and that people watch their stuff. But when you're starting out, and I mean honestly, it could take years before you get to a certain level of success, but you just have to be prepared and you have to accept the fact that you might be doing all this work and putting in such a grind so that one obscure film festival in Europe that like 10 people attend will watch your film. Truthfully, you have to do it because you love it. You have to make movies because you love it. You can't do it for anything else. You gotta love filmmaking and you have to want to watch your own movies. But if that does describe you and you can look past all the glitz and glamour, then you're in the right place. Now, I know earlier I talked about there's a lot of good filmmaking channels on YouTube other than my own that you can watch to get some good tutorials and how-tos and things of that nature. But no one else is doing it the way that I want to do it, which is Franz Productions is the channel for those that are in the trenches, if you will. Franz Productions is the channel for those that are interested in making a feature film on a shoestring $5,000 budget that they saved up by working a 9-to-5 job, all right, and shooting it all on the weekends with volunteer help. I'm not going to glamorize it unrealistically. I am not going to give you this false idea that, you know, you're going to get into filmmaking and it's going to be like Hollywood, because it's not. And if you think it is, think again, and you have to evaluate to yourself, is this the kind of lifestyle that I can be comfortable living with? You know, am I comfortable with doing this as a hobby or as a side hustle and still, you know, working my ass off Monday through Friday at a regular day job? And if you still want to do it and your heart is into it, then, I mean, what are you waiting on? Subscribe, like this video to let me know that you want to see more content like it. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. What are some hurdles that you've had to face getting into filmmaking? What other tips would you have for young aspiring filmmakers that want to get into this? And I mean, overall, what do you think? Do you disagree with me? Do you think film school is worth it? Or do you think I'm spot on and just, you know, make it yourself? Don't ask for permission to get into filmmaking. Do it yourself. I want to know what you think. All right. But until next time, that's a wrap.